Hi everybody, welcome back to Dream Daddy with Curly and Jan. I'm Jan.
And I'm Curly. Shh, Jan, he's sleeping.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize. Hello everybody, welcome back to Dream Daddy.
Well, now you just sound like you're dying and I can't hear you.
I'm Jan and this is Curly. I like Amy's hot.
What? Why does your whispering sound like you're going to, like...
I'm going through a tunnel.
And sorry, we've lost Jan. So, I'm taking over now.
I'm afraid you've turned Lemmy into a mosquito.
I've never understood how...
I had the strangest dream. I turned into a mosquito.
I've never understood how to pronounce, like, why it's
Why it's
Z's.
Z? I don't know. Nobody fucking in their sleep is like... If they are, I'm worried about them. I don't know. I guess probably because it's the last letter of the alphabet. So it's like, oh, you've completed the alphabet?
Maybe?
Whatever. Let's go.
Curly wants to look it up now.
You can do that. Just remember to read your lines.
Good morning, sleepyhead.
5 more minutes.
You have never let me have 5 more minutes, so get up.
Fine. We have cereal for breakfast and spend the morning putting together furniture. Amanda is much better at interpreting the tiny manuals. We were able to put together a few shelves and one desk, but I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be a bookcase.
So, you excited for the cookout today?
Oh shit, that's today. Excited to beef up my grilling skills. If there's food, I'm excited.
Yes. If there's food, I'm excited.
If there's food, I'm excited. I'm all over those terrible store-bought sugar cookies that everyone brings to parties.
Yeah, those are bad.
So good. Which means there are more for me.
Don't you want to meet some of the people in the neighborhood?
I can meet them between mouthfuls of food. I'll probably end up standing uncomfortably in the corner with a plate of food and hope that nobody talks to me.
I like that.
Lemmy and I are kindred spirits.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
I know.
Dad, you're a beautiful work in progress. We will get that butterfly to emerge from the cocoon.
No.
The social butterfly.
Well, we better start getting ready. We definitely don't want to be late.
What? No. We have to be fashionably late. Who shows up to a cookout on time?
You know what? We're going early, just because you said that. I head out the door and Amanda reluctantly follows. We walk across the street to Joseph's house with a store-bought veggie plate. I'm a terrible cook, if it doesn't involve a grill. I guess we're not as early as we thought we were. Joseph's backyard is already packed with people and the smell of hot dogs wafts through the air. Small children run through the sprinkler and adults chat in small clusters. I set our veggie plate down on the table next to 2 other veggie plates. Huh. Hey, there's Joseph! I wave to get his attention. The moment he sees us, he jogs over, arms open wide.
Oh god. Did you do Joseph die, Joseph?
Dude, I don't remember who was doing Joseph's voice.
Well,
no, you made him like too gay.
Oh no, he's a super fabulous. Welcome. I'm so glad you two are here.
Discussion last time.
Nope, I'm doing this.
Well, we had this discussion last time that like you can hear who I assume to be Aaron Hansen going, oh, in his deep Aaron Hansen-y voice. And then Curly being like, hey guys, it's so nice of you to show up.
The problem is, if I have to do the super gay guy voice, I have to do, like, all the hand gestures. So I'm going to be literally
don't think I'm not over here doing massive amount of hand gestures between shoving brownies in my mouth and drinking coffee.
Well, you could keep going.
Well, are you... Who was he?
That scarf screams flaming homosexual.
It's not a scarf,
it's a sweater. Where's a sweater like that anyways?
We said both being flaming homosexuals. Oh god, Did I take over? I can't remember if I took over or if I just kept thinking in my head how his lines should be.
No, I think he took over in the end. Because he got mad at me for trying to make him too gay.
Well, can you do him without being gay and then you can keep him?
I don't know. I can do normal voice. Welcome. I am so glad you two are here.
That's almost creepy.
No, that's way too germ.
Oh god. Hey.
Well, no. No. You want to just do it?
Sure. How many dads do you have? You have Matt.
I have Matt, Hugo, and
Robert. Then I have...
What do I want to call him? Ben.
I don't know why that's funny to me. And then I have...
Joseph.
Damien,
and Joseph so
Craig.
far. Oh, yeah. And Joseph. Okay,
And-
that's fair.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay,
shit.
I'll take it.
Who's, what's that other dad that we met once? The one...
Oh, yeah. Dadly dad. Brian.
Brian. Okay, yeah, and I did Brian too.
You were Brian.
So, okay, that's fair.
Yeah. Welcome. I'm so glad you two are here. And you brought veggies. Let me introduce you to my family. Kids, come on over here. This is Chris, my eldest. Fucking kids. I hate kids. Hi. You can take the little girl.
Okay.
That sounds... Never mind. I'm not gonna phrase... Would you like to voice the small, creepy child? Who happens to
Yes,
be...
I would.
Oh god, yes, do that. That's creepy as shit. This is Christian and Christy. They're twins. They stare creepily and say nothing.
Come play with us forever and ever and ever.
Oh no. Oh god, they literally are all variations on Christ. I thought maybe the last one might be like Noel or something, but no. And then of course there's our youngest, Krish. Wait, where is Krish? Maybe Mary put her in his... Krish is a boy? That's a dumb name. Everything's dumb. You're dumb and you should feel bad. And your shirt is gay, but
I
I'm
kind of like
okay
the
with
name
that.
Krish. I don't know. I think it's
That's
kind
why
of
we aren't having kids, love.
Well, no, I would never name a... If we had
Well, I
ever
wanted to
had-
name a kid Cheslow, so someone should stop me.
No, our kids are going to be named Victor and Yuri.
Dear God, no. You stop. You're not allowed to talk for the rest of the episode.
Why not? What's wrong with... Actually, Victor, I kind of like the name Victor.
I do. It's a good name. I prefer it with a K, but then it becomes a little bit try-hardy.
Yeah.
Not that any Victors with Ks are tryhards, but it just when you choose that, your parents are tryhards. You're not a tryhard.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Unless you're Russian.
Unless you're Russian. And then, good job. I'm gonna keep reading now. Wait, where is Krish? Maybe Mary put him in his crib. Oh no, it's the woman from the bar the other night. What's she doing here? What, Joseph and Mary and all their Christlings? You didn't guess that the Christlings start your day off the holy way with Christ checks? That perhaps... Why do I keep referencing... Anyway, I'll stop. Oh no, it's the woman from the bar the other night. What is she doing here? Oh, and how could I forget my lovely wife, Mary? Joseph pecks her on the cheek. She smiles. Ah, Mary, sweetheart, did you put Krish to bed? I was, but I made her, like, extremely drunk. But now she's not drunk, she's sober.
I could still see her being, like, slightly tipsy right now. Like, she's like, she's an alcoholic. She had, like, a beer or 6 already. No, she's a wine person. She's...
Yeah, fine. She's had a wine or 6 already. There are several in the background. I'll go have a look for him. What? You'll have to... Joseph takes a moment and regains his composure. Mary, this is our new neighbor, Lemmy, and his daughter, Amanda. I'd shake your hand, but I have a glass of wine that I need to tend to.
I love her.
Nice to, meet you, Mary. For the first time. Charmed. Well, I have to go over there now. Mary leaves. Oh god, this is so awkward. I wonder if Joseph knows. I wonder if Mary knows that Joseph knows. I wonder if Joseph knows that Mary knows that I know. It takes all of my energy not to run away from the barbecue and start fresh in a new city. My wife has a wonderful sense of humor. But please, you two enjoy the barbecue. All the guys are really excited to meet you. Amanda and I mill around and try some of the food spread out on the table. I pick at some deviled eggs. Amanda grabs a small paper plate and immediately begins piling it with baked goods.
That's me.
Yeah. I don't want to have to make friends.
Dad, come on, Dad. Who are you gonna party with when I'm off to school?
But I don't want to have to do pleasantries.
Dad.
They're gonna talk about weather.
Go. Do it. Make a friend.
But how could I possibly abandon my only child at a social function? That's bad parenting.
This plate of cookies is my new dad. Bye.
Amanda shoves me into the center of the yard. Well, here goes nothing. I look around the party and I'm surprised to see some familiar faces. Isn't that the barista from the Coffee Spoon? Didn't I meet that guy at the bar? Didn't that guy throw a frisbee at my head? Isn't that the guy who was throwing a fit in Dead Goth and Beyond? Isn't that Amanda's teacher? Hey, I know Craig. But wait a second. All of these people live in our cul-de-sac? That can't be right. I'd better investigate. Talk to Robert and Brian. Talk to Matt, Hugo, and Craig. Talk to Joseph and Damien. Burger time! Or I don't have to talk to anybody at all.
Nope, antisocial dad. The antisocial ending. Matt, Hugo, and Craig is like the best one.
Huh?
Matt, Hugo, and Craig. Talking to Robert would just be awkward. Hey, remember that time we came over to your house and we almost fucked? Yeah, that was fun. That was I remember like it was yesterday. I'm so
uncertain of my choices. Well, fuck. I'm really attracted to Matt, and I like Craig, and Hugo seems really cool.
Well, I don't know. I feel like that's the best one because we at least have a friend in there.
Yeah, I know these people more than I know other people. Oh my god.
They're just like, yes.
It's an onslaught. I'm not prepared. I literally feel like the stress of trying to talk to 3 people and a baby. Sorry, baby, you count. I don't expect to have a deep conversation with you. She's gazing into my soul, dude. I can't. The baby's making me nervous. Okay. Matt and Hugo seem to be embroiled in an intense discussion. Craig looks on, smiling politely. I walk over to say hello.
Oh man, what was his voice again?
You were a teacher.
Let me fix up my glasses here. Well,
oh, yes, please.
I don't know if it's fair to try and compare the 2 art movements like that.
Oh god.
Periods in art only exist because they're a unique byproduct of the social and political climate of the time and place. And to make them something like, say, the Rococo period and compare it to postmodernism in America, you're completely disregarding the context in which a work of art is created.
Matt and Hugo seem to be so busy talking that they don't notice me. Craig leans in. Dude, I have no idea what's happening. Talk to Craig or listen in on Matt and Hugo.
I don't know.
Girl, you want to work them vocal cords?
Sure. That kind of comparison just emulates the reason art movements are so important in the first place. Oh man, it's been too long. Whatever. You know what? Screw it.
Rock it.
Well, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I think there's no harm in comparing one work of art to the other. you could definitely say one painting is better than the other if you're evaluating technical skill from a purely formalist standpoint. If I show you a Matisse and then something by the Dutch masters, which one would you say shows more technical prowess?
I am so lost right now. I should have worried glance over to Craig, who returns it.
Well, sure. You say that the Dutch masters were technically more skilled, but I would argue that while the Dutch masters were better painters, Matisse had better paintings overall.
Well, the question is whether or not you're debating what the art elicits an emotional response. I would never say such a thing. Dear God.
Everything is fake. Art is dead.
The end is nigh.
Pretty sure that's a Bo Burnham song.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about. Well, that's pretty subjective. Oh, this is how you get yourself into the conversation. And this is probably what I would say if I wanted to get into the conversation.
It's the best argument against art. Well, it's subjective. It's the winning argument for everything.
Well, it's pretty subjective. I mean, if you're looking at the art for, like, from the standpoint of, like, what emotion does it elicit, if you look at something like Guernica, you understand pain. But if you look at something like, one of the Monets of his, like, lily pond, it's like, oh, that's beautiful.
I have no idea what you are talking about.
Guernica by Picasso?
I don't Picasso, but I don't.
I'm pretty sure it's Picasso.
I don't know, like, the names of pieces. Like, Starry Night is literally probably the only thing I know.
Ah, beautiful. No, the only reason I know of Guernica, because I don't actually keep up with a lot of art. The only reason I know of Guernica is because there is a brand new song called Guernica, and it made me look up the art piece.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a Picasso piece with, like, these weird misshapen horses, and you can tell that it was a lot of strife.
I was gonna ask.
And then you compare that to something like one of the lily pond pictures from Monet, and it's like, well, yeah, but it's trying to elicit a totally different emotion. Some art is intended for the shock it makes you feel to tell you, this is how I'm feeling. This isn't what I'm seeing, it's what I'm feeling. So
he nods in agreement.
Huh?
Also, I was gonna ask, we should totally go see a stupid art show or something.
I'm sorry, no art show is stupid. Some of them are highly pretentious, and that's hilarious.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm pretty much... I want to go to one of those, like art gallery things, where everyone, like, they have wine, and everyone's, like, staring at, like, a dot on the wall and trying to think how, like, deep it is.
But the problem is I would end up actually enjoying some of the art.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there's good art in those things.
Yeah, I know, but I'd find some of the shitty ones. I do imagine, though, how nice it would be to go to one of those special events in a nicely pressed suit with a pair of tight pants. I'm a sucker for tight pants. Let's keep going!
I'm a sucker for you in tight pants.
Oh, I should brush out my pleathers.
You should. Anyways,
well,
an episode here. No.
Really?
No.
Oh. That's pretty subjective.
How do you mean?
Well, that painting of the guy with the apple in front of his face is pretty nice. Matisse rocks. Oh.
That's a Magritte.
Right. Art. Sorry.
You're fine, dude. We're just discussing the importance of the context when talking about artwork. Listen, all I asked was if you liked Van Gogh or Picasso better.
That's not a fair question, though. You can't...
Yes.
Okay, yes. Now I see why Hugo is so heated.
Yes.
You can't ask that question. Picasso is trying to elicit emotions. Van Gogh is trying to elicit feelings. Those are two differences. One is a state of being, the other is a state of feeling.
Now you've just lost me. What?
The intention to express
emotions and feelings
is different
the
than the intention to feel.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm not... Okay, you know what? Scratch that whole thing where I said I want to go see an art show with you. And now I'm scared.
The thing was, Van Gogh wanted you to see the world the way he saw it, which is in a different light. He wanted you to see this flow, this connection. He wanted to elicit a feeling of greater connection. Whereas Picasso wanted to leave an impact, to impress a feeling into you. Not to connect you to it, but rather to push you away from it. Not to make you stop looking at the art, but rather to make it hard to look away. Train wreck level, you know? Where you stare because you hurt. Van Gogh was trying to draw you in. Picasso was trying to make you want to look away.
Damn it.
Hurley, come back.
Anyways, I'm sorry. I just pulled out my headphones. I was trying to run away.
Can I come back to me?
But I'm apparently...
Where are you going?
I was trying to run away.
No, come back. I'll stop talking about art. I really don't know what I'm talking about. But it is quite a difference in whether or not you're trying to impart an emotion versus elicit an emotion.
Mm-hmm.
One is trying to express your art upon a person who's viewing it. The other is to try and make sure the person viewing it is feeling the way you were feeling.
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
Words. Mm-hmm.
Pages full of words. Let's go.
All right.
You said that line. Oh. Hugo throws up his hands in frustration.
But they represent two completely different art movements. How could I possibly choose between the thick, creamy impasto of the post-impressionism and abstraction beauty of Cubism?
Man, that's all way above my head. Me too.
It's all good, man. The cool thing about art is we all perceive it differently. A single piece could have a totally different effect on each person that looks at it. And that's awesome.
Oh. Oh, God.
Just 1 minute about that. Hugo, please. Sorry. I get really fired up about art stuff.
I understand.
Lemmy, how are you liking the neighborhood?
It's pretty nice. Everybody's been super friendly.
Seems like your daughter's fitting in just fine.
Matt points across the yard to where Amanda, Daisy, and another young girl are all playing. They're all sitting cross-legged in the grass, picking weeds and weaving them into little flower crowns. It's pretty adorable. The girl I don't recognize jogs over to us. Whose daughter is these? Ah! I told you, when he said, you should come around when my daughter's here, I was like, I've seen a picture of his daughter, and they would get along.
What is it, sweetheart?
It's a flower crown. I thought you'd look cute in it.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
Matt takes the flower crown and places it on top of his head.
Am I cool now?
The girl stares at him, thinking it over.
Oh. Nope, but you're slightly less uncool than you were before you put it on.
Hey, Lemmy, this is my daughter.
Hello. Carmencita?
Carmencita.
I'm Carmencita.
Amanda comes over with Daisy in tow.
Dad, look! I'm making friends! Are you making friends? You better be making friends.
Yeah, actually. Amanda, you remember the cool barista from the coffee shop, and my old college friend, and, your teacher.
Oh, hi, Mr. Vega. I didn't realize we're neighbors. Oh. Yup. You still gonna get me that overdue term paper? Great seeing you.
Finger guns. Run away. Amanda finger guns her way out of the conversation. Like a champ. I taught her well. She learned the finger guns move from me. I'm very proud. Oh.
She's definitely a charmer. Speaking of which, where did my son go?
You've seen his son. His son is not a charmer. Hugo looks around the party. He must finally spot him because his eyes go wide.
Oh my gosh, Ernest. Of course, the English teacher would name his son Ernest Hemingway.
Hell yeah.
Ernest Hemingway Vega, are you smoking?
Oh.
Ernest is holding a lit cigarette.
Nope.
I'm sorry, I steal all the kids. I see Ernest across the way. He casually takes a long drag of his cigarette and then flicks it into a gutter.
Oh.
Unbelievable. Excuse me?
Hugo marches over to Ernest, and I turn my attention to Matt and Craig. Kids, right?
Man, I do not envy Hugo. Last barbecue we had, Ernest tried to shove a sprinkler down Joseph's pants.
Sparkler.
A sparkler. I was about to be like, a sprinkler, and what kind of goddamn sprinkler do you have? A sparkler down Joseph's pants nearly burned down half the yard.
And the barbecue we had before that, he actually burned down half the yard.
And it spread into my lawn and burned down half my yard too.
Hugo walks back over to us, practically dragging Ernest behind him.
Hey everyone, sorry about that. Lemmy, this is my son, Ernest.
Hello. Ernest looks away, sulking, his hands shoved deep in his pockets.
We need to end this soon.
I know.
And
then Ernest said, ...
And we'll catch you on the next episode.
Yeah.
Alright, but yes.
Bye.
Bye everyone.
Bye everybody.